Hey y'all, this is Will Akin from DESU Radio. I'm here with
Devontae Scott,
and welcome to the first episode of
Young and Gifted. My name is Devontae Scott, D''VONTAE, last name Scott, SCOTT. I'm a sophomore accounting major with a minor in financial planning from Detroit, Michigan. When I graduate from Del State, I want to go into nonprofit consulting. I'd say the realization that I wanted to become a leader probably came in high school, probably around my freshman, sophomore year. I had joined an org called BASE, and it was called the Black Awareness Society for Education. So it was the first time I was in a room and I was really like, wow, this is all my people, and like they kind of already listened to me a little bit and kind of leaned towards me and kind of looked at me to lead them, but I didn't really recognize it. But that was like one of the moments where I recognized like, wow, all right, they're waiting on me to make a move for them to follow. And then that's when I started piquing my interest in leadership. I want to have anyone around me not limiting themselves in terms of their goals, not limiting themselves in terms of where they want to go. So just being open to that. So being able to either meet somebody that will inspire you or meet someone who knows where you want to go and has already led that path so they could give you advice. I could definitely say since I've been at Del State specifically, Jonte Simmons. So when I first came here, he was my tour guide. So when I came here for summer academy, he gave me a tour. So that's our first time meeting. And then from there on out, he kind of just helped me with guiding me through becoming Mr. Freshman, reigning as Mr. Freshman, as well as being my mentor. So he's a friend of mine as well as a mentor, but he's definitely a role model too. Just being Mr. DSU, being everything he is as a person, and just the different things that he's exposed me to in terms of opportunity-wise. He's definitely someone I look up to. Being a part of Road Court was definitely a great experience. It gave me the opportunity to, like you said, dive into leadership and kind of be on that front stage. So like the campaign theme that I ran off of was my name, TAE, T-A-E, trial and error. So that's what it was for me. It started off with trial and error, and then by the end of it, it was like, all right, I look back and it wasn't that much error. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a lot of trying things for the first time. So it wasn't many failures, but it was a lot of just lessons. So learning how to balance my time, how to go about planning an event, how to public speak, getting comfortable in all these different settings. So my freshman year, serving as Mr. Freshman, definitely helped build me into the character that I am now. Some of my main tasks and responsibilities were attending events representing the university, also doing public speeches. So like last year, I spoke at the first annual scholarship recognition ceremony. It was essentially a place where the donors could get congratulated or thanked for the scholarships that they donate to. So I was able to speak on behalf of all scholarship recipients at the university. So it was like a nerve-wracking moment at the time, but then once I finished it and realized how big it was, it definitely had an impact on me. I also got awarded $6,000 scholarship from that. So like it paid off with that as well. So just having that comfort to get out of my my comfort zone. So being open to growth, that was definitely a thing that helped me through that. Definitely can say I've made some mistakes. Like I said, my theme for campaign season was trial and error. So that's really how my freshman year went. Specifically my fall semester. So I had a mistake that I continuously made in terms of time management. So I put events and things like that over doing homework or over studying or over going to tutoring session, and that got in the way of my academics, like causing me to not succeed as much as I wanted to academically my fall semester. But that was probably my biggest challenge that I had to face. My time as Mr. Freshman it had a big impact on how I run things as Mr. MOCA, because I had the ability to really see, all right, this is what other misters do versus this is what the mister of his class does. So I had to kind of separate that. But it's a really similar role in terms of representation. It's just representing different things. Before I was representing my class, Dream Chasers class of 2025. Now I'm representing the Men of Color Alliance. So it's just holding yourself to a little different standards, or like specifying certain things when you're broadcasting information. So like informationals, events, things like that, just making sure that you're present. It was kind of more specific this year. Last year was kind of a general thing, so you see me at almost every event, so I had a little more time as a freshman. Now as a sophomore, as Mr. MOCA, I'm mainly at MOCA events. I'm mainly at supporting other orgs if I'm at their events kind of thing, but it's just more specified for me, so I can control my time a little better. MOCA is an organization on our campus that is based on a brotherhood, so uplifting each other, educating, and elevating. So uplifting the men on campus as a whole, but it is a privatized org, so we have to do an application process, go to meetings and things like that to get into the organization. But once you're in it, or even before you're in it, you can still attend events, get involved, go to any service opportunities that we may offer, go to the bonding events, things like that. So that was one of the things that really attracted me to MOCA, because it's like even if you're not in it, you can still be there to kind of experience it and really learn from it. And that's definitely something that had a big impact on me my freshman year. We're planning on having a big induction. So I know COVID kind of died down the way that people hosted inductions, but this spring when we have our intake process, we want to have a big induction. So just hosting that, that's probably one of our biggest goals that we're going to have. Like we plan to have the president there, because Dr. Tony Allen is actually the advisor of our organization. And that's something that a lot of people don't know about MOCA. So it's that special connection. We want to make that event real big. So we have like bi-weekly meetings with the president, going over different things that are coming up and what we want to do. So he helps us to kind of have that faculty view of where, all right, this is what the students may want, but he might know what the students may need, kind of thing. So having that kind of view from above and then having that middle ground. So us learning from him as well as us giving him that student perspective has been great. The STRADA Education Network is a program that's actually implemented an HBCU initiative to reach out to different HBCUs and make it financially feasible for students to attend. So giving them that scholarship, and I'm one of the first recipients at Delaware State University to receive it. So I was part of the first cohort last year. It was me and then 2 others, and now we have a new cohort that came in this year. My involvement with the STRADA Education Network program has definitely helped boost my professionalism within business as well as my network. So this semester we went to HBCU Leadership Summit. It was the first one that they've had, and that was definitely a big opportunity for me to not only network with other scholars from different HBCUs, but also the presidents there as well. The Black Male Initiative is a program within the College of Business that is essentially about mentoring and rising up or uplifting different scholars within the College of Business. And not only the College of Business, but all colleges, but that's our majority standpoint. Just having somebody for the males to kind of ask, a mentor to ask about different advice within the College of Business, whether it be professors, whether it be within the college itself, like college life. So just getting advice and tips about that. My internship as the student marketing assistant within the College of Business definitely helped boost me within my professionalism and lead into my second internship that I had over this summer with Rocket Companies as an invoice specialist. So it kind of gave me the aspect of what it's like to really work in a business professional office and just consistently be there and kind of brainstorm with other people about ideas on how to market. So me, myself, I can say I'm not the most creative. So having people around me that I could bounce ideas off of or kind of see what's best in terms of broadcasting wise, it definitely helped boost my creativeness and then, like I said, level me up in terms of professionalism. So it got me ready for my second internship that I just had. I could say honestly my leadership roles have definitely shaped me into like a person that wants to grow more, a person that wants to challenge himself, a person who doesn't want to stand still. So people, if you ask them, you can always just tell I'm always doing something. Like I'm somewhere for 10 minutes and I gotta go to a meeting or I gotta go to an event. So just staying busy in terms of staying productive as well. But it's definitely pushed me just to be a better person, to grow in different areas that I never would have thought I'd be involved in. It may be a rumpy road, running for a leadership position. You may not always win your first campaign season, but don't let that stop you, because there are a lot of leadership positions and everything happens for a reason. So if you may lose a campaign season, or if you may slip up one campaign season, it was probably a reason that you're in the place that you're at, whether that be because you needed to focus on something else, whether it be your academics, whether it be your career, getting ready to graduate, so things like that. I want them to know that it's more than just these titles. You can do things without having that title. I definitely have plans for future leadership positions. I won't release what I'm running for this spring, but I am running to be the 20th Mr. Delaware State University when the time comes. Thank you so much for having me. It was great talking with you.